Yeah, you can start, Rupo.
Thank you, Amit Dash. Thank you, Shorajit. So, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear students, we are on the seventh and the final day of the 1 week online workshop on research methodology organized by IQAC and R&D Cell, Vijay Krishna Girls College, Howrah, in collaboration with IQAC, University of Calcutta. I, Dr. Rupa Bhattacharya, on behalf of the organizing committee of the workshop and the R&D Cell, feel privileged to introduce today's speaker, Dr. Arindam Gupta, to all the participants. Dr. Gupta is presently working as an assistant professor in the Department of Statistics, University of Bardwan. He has done his BSc, MSc, and PhD from Calcutta University. Dr. Gupta has already completed a project under SARC Fast Track Scheme in Mathematical Science, funded by DST, Government of India. Another project funded by DST under extramural research is going on at present under his supervision. Two research scholars have already completed their PhD under the able guidance of Dr. Gupta, and some more are on the pipeline, of course. Dr. Gupta has several research paper and book publications under his name, published by renowned publication houses like IEEE. We really feel honored to have you with us, sir. I again welcome Dr. Gupta to provide us hands-on training on the software R. Sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, very much.
Good afternoon. I want to give my sincere thanks to the organizing committee of this workshop for inviting me. This session is the last session of this event. In this session, I will try to share my knowledge about R with you. I will not teach R to you. I think that it is not possible for any person to teach full R. I just introduce R. I hope that after this session, you will be able to solve your own research problems through R. Actually, this session is hands-on training session. So I want that you will do all steps with me at your computer or laptop. I present a slideshow. It is shown.
Yes, sir.
Okay. R. What is R? R statistical programming language is a free open source package based on the S language developed by Bell Labs. Minutely, please note that R is the statistical programming language. R is a language, an environment for statistical computing and graphics. R provides a wide variety of statistical, linear and nonlinear modeling, classical statistical tests, time series analysis, etc., etc., and graphical techniques, and is highly extensible. The S language is often the vehicle of choice for research in statistical methodology, and R provides an open source route to participation in that activity. Are initially written by Ross Ika and Robert Gentleman at Department of Statistics of University of Auckland, New Zealand during 1990s. Very important, it can be used by anyone for any purpose. It is completely free and open source. The current R is the result of a collaborative effort with contributions from all over the world. R was initially written by Robert Gentleman and Ross Ika, also known as R&R of the Statistics Department of the University of Auckland. What is the benefits of R? Why we or you use R? R is free, R is open source and runs on any operating system, Unix, Windows, Mac, etc. R has an excellent built-in help system. Actually, the help system of R teach R very smoothly and easily to users. R has excellent graphing capabilities. R's language has a powerful, easy to learn syntax with many built-in statistical functions. The language is easy to extend with user written functions. You can write your new functions in R also. R is a computer programming language. What is R lacking compared to other software solutions? Some lacks are there. It has a limited graphical interface. There is no commercial support. The command language is a programming language, so users must learn to appreciate syntax issues, etc. It is some tough for social science students. No spreadsheet view of data, but connects to Excel or MS Office like this. Where to get R? If you do not have R in your device, please download R and install at your machine now. In Google, just type download R and you get this page. The latest version of R is R.40.3. You just click here, download 4.0.3 for Windows. This page, not like this page. This is the cran.r project.org is the mother site of R. After that, you get this page, download R4.0.3 for Windows. Click here and you download the machine. I will give 5 to 10 minutes to you for getting R in your machine. It is very much helpful if you just download and install R now. If any problem, please inform me. Anyone get R in your device?
It's downloading.
Okay.
Hi, this
Yes.
downloaded file.
And install execute.
No, this file does not have a valid digital signature that verifies its publisher. Software from
You do not download .exe file.
download R4.3.
Yes. Yes.
It's written R-4 bin .exe.
Just install this.
I'll let it run. I just opened it
Yeah.
file and then I'll let it run.
Problem arise.
So the R that has been downloaded has been written at the top R console, R
Yes.
CONSOL.
That is fine. Download completed and install completion.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Can I proceed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Dr. Bhattacharya,
Yes, sir.
can I send a one or two Excel file to participants right now? Is it possible?
Yes, sir. Definitely. You send to us. We'll email the file to everyone.
Okay. Then I send to which mail ID? IQAC at BKGC.in.
অমিত দা
বল
তোমার মেল আইডিতে পাঠালে একটু সুবিধা হবে।
IQAC তে পাঠাবো।
আচ্ছা
IQAC@BKGC.in এ পাঠাচ্ছি।
ওকে স্যার ওকে।
Just a minute. I also send the presentation also. So,
Thank you, sir.
I sent. Please check and email participants. Okay. After installing this, when you open the R, this window will appear after opening R. R GUI and one window within this R console. Now opening a script, from there file, go to new script, then click, then go to this appear, this function, this window will appear.
Sorry,
this gives you
the mail is forwarded.
Yes.
The mail is forwarded to everyone.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Please download
Sorry, sir.
every participant. Okay. Typical R session. Start up R via GUI or favorite text editor. Two windows will appear. This window is the terminal or output window, and these are the temporary. And this output window is the temporary input window also. and this is the script window. This will be saved and used in future, but this window will not be saved, and it will not be used in future. Art sessions are interactive. uh, Write small bits of code or syntax here, where this is the text editor in script window, and then output appears here. Please go to your R. Just share my R. This is the R window, R console. Then go to new script. This is the R editor. You just type A equal to 1. And how run this? Just select this line and right click on mouse. First option, line or selection, or you can do this Control plus R also. Just click here, output window. Here in output window, A equal to 1 came. Now if we want to print what is the value of A, just type A and enter the keyboard. This is A equal to 1 appeared. Everybody can do at your. Any problem, anybody, for doing this? Any problem? Can do this in your device?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Adjust your syntax here. Yes. Adjust your syntax here depending on this answer. At end, all you need to do this is save. Yes, anybody say something? At end, all you need to do is save your script file, which can easily be rerun later. Basic operations, arithmetic operations, plus, minus, star, hash, or to the power are the standard arithmetic operators. In matrix arithmetic, star is the element-wise multiplication of matrix, and percentage star percentage is matrix multiplication. How to assign a value to a variable? To assign a value to a variable, use these signs less than, dash, or equal to. Both are available here in R. Basic program control. Two important control flow structures: conditional executions, if statement. How to write if statement in R? If within first bracket, write conditions, and after closing the first bracket, write expression. Another option, if else, if within bracket conditions, expressions, else alternative expression. This is the conditional executions. Repetitive executions, for loops, repeat and while loop. For loop, for within bracket, variable name in sequence, expression, and then while loop, while within bracket condition, then expression. If we want to write a equal to 1, if a equal to 1, print hello something. Just try this, copy from this a equal to 1 and go to R page. Just I show. A equal to 1, then if statement, if this, then select this two line and then right click, run line or selection, this hello, this. This is the if statement right pattern or syntax. If we want to do sum over I equal to 1 to 10 I, this is first 10 integer summation of first 10 integers, then we write a equal to a equal to 0, initialize the value, then for loop for I in 1 to 10. This means I start from 1 and goes up to 10 and increment is 1. A equal to AI. Just run this line and summation will appear at A equal to, then A equal to 55. First 10 numbers, first 10 integers, summation of first 10 integer be 55. You can do this in your machine. It's done. Anybody run this? No one do this? Aditi Chattopadhyay, can you do?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay. Just I need one response. The assignment operator is A equal to. This is valid as of our version 1.4.0. Previously, it was and still can be A less than dash. Both will be used, although you should learn one and stick with it. How to use help in R? R has an extensive help system built in. If you know which function you want help with, simply use question mark and that function name with the function in the blank. Suppose we want know, we already know the function for drawing histogram is HIST. Then now I want to the help file of histogram. Then just type question mark and HIST. I see. In console window, just type question mark HIST and then enter. This window will appear. Just a minute. This help window will appear for histograms. In this menu, in this page, all the components of hist function will be there. If you do not know the function name in R, maybe you do not know, then you type the words what you want in Google search engine with R. Then Google return all details about that. Please check. Go to Google search engine page. The Google page, just type HIST histogram in R. Enter. This is the R histogram tutorial. Suppose go and then there is the R histogram using HIST function. Then Google return all details about that. Suppose we want to get mean of a data set, then we type mean in R at Google, then we get several pages where the description of getting mean in R. Please check. Mean in R. Go and mean. The function mean is used to calculate this in R. Understand or not? What do you want to say?
Yes, sir.
Any problem if you just ping me. If you do not know which function to use, then use help.search this in R console. But for if you do not know function name, then please go to Google and then you can easily get the function name. Library, package and functions is a very important part of R. R basically a collection of functions. R and R packages are a collection of R functions. compiled code and sample data. These are included in packages. They are stored under a directory called library in the R environment. By default, R installs a set of packages during installation. More packages are added later when they are needed for some specific purpose. When we start the R console, only the default packages are available by default. Other packages which are already installed have to be loaded explicitly to be used by the R program that is going to use them. This is very important part. Function. A function is a set of statements organized together to perform a specific task. R has a large number of inbuilt functions, and the user can create their own functions also. In R, a function is an object, so the R interpreter is able to pass control to the function along with arguments that may be necessary for the function to accomplish the actions. The function in turn performs its task and returns control to the interpreter as well as any result which may be stored in other objects. Now, we want to see R as a calculator. Just type in R console log 2 within bracket 32. That means we want to get the value of log 32. Base is 2. Do in your R. Log 2 within bracket 32. Get the value 5. This is the value of log 32 to the base 2. Now we get square root of 2. The function of square root is the sqrt within bracket 2. We want the square root of 2, then we write sqrt within bracket 2. Get the result 1.414214 like this. Now we want to create a sequence 0 to 5 of length 6. That means the value be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 values are there, or 6 ordinates starting from 0 and to 5. The writing style is very, very easy. Just type seq 0, 5, length equal to 6. Just type in your R. SEQ 0, 5, 6. Right. Sequence 0, 5, length equal to 6. This is 0. So what is the function? SUQ. What is the arguments used? Just type question mark SU key, because at first time you do not know what is the meaning of this value, what is the meaning of this value, and where you type the length equal to 6. So we need to go to help file of SEQ. This is the sequence generation function ACQ help page. ACQ is the function. Please see it in the top right corner. ACQ is the function. This function is stored in base package. The package is written in the within second bracket. This is the base package. Under this package, ACQ is the function, or ACQ function stored in base package. What it do? Description: generate regular sequences. ACQ is a standard generic with a default method. Uses ACQ within first bracket. First argument is from which, here we write 0, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 100, like anything. From where sequence will be started. This is the starting point. Comma, second argument is the where the end point of the sequence. If sequence start from A to B, then type first in first argument A, comma, second argument B. Numeric. Sorry. And third argument is by, means by equal to 2 minus from divided by length dot out minus 1. Length dot out minus 1 means how much length. 2 means B minus A divided by ordinate minus 1. That means by means increment of the sequence. Third argument may be by. Maybe if you do not write anything about third argument, then by default it will take. If you write length dot out equal to something value, here we write length equal to 6, then are already calculated from the information length dot out by equal to what is the amount of increment. The first argument is from, then to the starting and end values of the sequence. By means number increment of the sequence. Length dot out means desired length of the sequence. A non-negative number which for ACQ or ACQ dot int will be rounded up if fractional. Along dot with take the length from length of the argument. It is very helpful that every function's documentation page in last there is some examples like this. There is some example. Every help functions, every help documentation of any functions, at end of the documentation there is some examples written. So it is very easy to learn R from a help menu of R. Any questions? Then we want to plot this sequence in R. Just type plot within bracket, suppose sine function of sequence 0 to 2 pi, sine function, just I want the plot sinusoidal function 0, 2 pi, length equal to 100. Just type this in R get the result. Plot within bracket, sine within bracket, ACQ 0, 2 into pi pi, comma, length equal to 100. LENGTH length equal to 100. R is the case sensitive. Small cap and large cap will different meaning. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just draw. This is the R graphics, and this is the sinusoidal curve. If we increment length, suppose 100 to 1000, what is the effect? This is the effect. We draw many values from 0 to pi. First time get the 100 values from 0 to pi. Now get the 1000 values from 0 to 2 pi and draw the sinusoidal curve of that points. This is the form. If we extend another 0, then run, then you get this result. Okay. If we type what plot question mark plot, then get and this is the plot functions documentation. Plot function are stored in graphics package. These are the first x comma y. X is the coordinates of points in the plot. Y is the y coordinates of points in the plot. There are many types of plot. P for points, L for lines, B for both. Many type of plot can be drawn in plot function. The value of typos is prefaced with a funny looking 1. This indicates that the value is a vector. More on that later. First element is 0, second element 1. For this reason, it is typed in within third bracket 1. What is the first position of the value? How to enter data with C? Small data set through keyboard. The most useful R command for quickly entering in small data sets is the C function. C is the function. This function combines and concatenates terms together. As an example, suppose we have the following count of the number of typos per page of these notes: 2, 3, 0, 3, 1, 0, 0, 1. This is the data. To enter this into our session, we do so with typos equal to C within bracket 2, 3, 0, 3, 1, 0, 0, 1. Just type, go to the R's. typos, variable name is typos equal to C within bracket. It is possible for small data set. It is not possible for large data set. We do not type very large data sets through keyboard. We use the file directly. Run this line and now we type typos and get the results. Notice a few things. We assign the values to a variable called typos, typos. The value of the typos does not automatically print out. It does when we type just the name, though, as the last input line indicates. Applying a function. R comes with many built-in functions that one can apply to data such as typos. One of them is the mean function for finding the mean or average of the data. To use it, it is easy. Just type mean within bracket variable name typos. Go to R. Mean within bracket, suppose not presenting. Just type mean typos variable name, then Control R. Get data set. Any problem to understand? Or you have any question? Anyone do this mean function in R in your type? Pamela Pal, you have any query? Pamela Pal, you raise your hand. Anyone can tell he or she do this mean function in R, their laptop or desktop now?
Yes, sir, I can.
Yeah. Any problem? Any problem you face?
Sir.
This is the mean helps documentation of mean function. Mean function saved in base package. This is a generic function for the arithmetic mean. Uses mean within bracket dataset x comma dot dot dot. Arguments x means currently there are methods for numerical logical vectors. Complex vectors are allowed, do not need. Trim means there is an option for trim mean, do not need here. Basically just mean within bracket variable name. This is the fine. Get the mean of that variable. Example, keeping track of a stock, adding to the data. Suppose the daily closing price of your favorite stock for 2 weeks is 45.43 like this. We can again keep track of this with R using a vector. just type x is equal to c through keyboard, these values, then get mean x, that gives the mean, median x gives the median of this data, max of x, that means the maximum or largest value in the data, mean of x, the minimum value. Let add the next 2 weeks worth of data to x. This was this. We can add these several ways. X is equal to c within bracket x comma new 5 values. That means append values to x. Now we calculate length of x, then we get how much data are there. How long is x now? It was 10, now it was 15. Now type x within third bracket 16, that is equal to 41, means these returns added to a specified index. Suppose we have the 15 data in x, now we want a new data at 16th position, then just type x within bracket third bracket 16 equal to 41. If we want added to many specified indices, suppose 17th position to 20th position, new data, then x within bracket 17 is to 20, third bracket close, equal to c within bracket 4 data. Notice we did 3 different things to add to a vector. All are useful. So let's explain. First, we used the C operator to combine the previous value of x with the next week's numbers. Then we assigned directly to the 16th index. At the time of the assignment, x had only 15 indices. This automatically created another one. It is not possible in C language like this. Finally, we assign to a slice of indices. These latter make some things very simple to do. Omit the matrix algebra in R. Okay. Using scripts, it can often be useful to read in a list of comments from a separate. For example, if we want to keep a record of what you did or have a long or complicated piece of R, code that you need to repeat, this is called a script file. Write your script file in Notepad and save it. From the R file menu, choose source R code. This will read in and run all the comments in your script file. You can also use the comment like this. Both methods will run all the comments in the file in order, as if you had typed them directly into command window. If you just want to run selected parts of your file from the R file menu, choose display file. This will open the script file in a new window where you can copy and paste selected comments. You cannot edit the file in R. How to access data? There are several ways to extract data from a vector. Here is summary using both slicing and extraction by a logical vector. Suppose x has the data vector. For example, x is equal to 1 to 10, means first 10 integers saved in x. How many elements? Suppose you do not know how much elements in x, then just type length within bracket x, then you get how many elements are there. If we want the second element of x, then type x within bracket 2 within I equal to 2. We need all element but not ith element. Suppose we need one first element, then third to 10th element, do not need the second element. Then type x within bracket minus 2 third bracket and within first bracket I equal to 2. Then we get all 9 elements of out of 10 elements, just drop second element. We need first k elements. K may be equal to 5. Then we type x within bracket 1 is to 5. Then we get first k elements. Last k elements. We need get the last k elements of x dataset. We do not know how much data, how many elements are there. We just type x within bracket, within third bracket, within first bracket, length x minus 5. Suppose k equal to 5 is to length x. Then we return last k elements. Specific elements, not only elements. Suppose we need first, third, and fifth. Then we get x within third bracket, c within bracket 1, 3, 5. Then we get the first, third, and fifth element of x. Suppose we need all greater than some value. Maybe the value is 3. Then just type x within third bracket, x greater than 3. It is very important when we need only marks of students who passed the examination. Suppose we get the exam passing marks of examination is suppose 40. Then we type x within bracket x greater than 40. Then for running this function, we get the only marks of only past students, not all students. Suppose we need bigger than or less than some values. Suppose minus 2, from minimum value to minus 2 and 2 to maximum value. Then type x within bracket x less than minus 2 slash x greater than 2. Which indices are largest? This is very important. We do not know in what position it may be largest value are there. Then type which within bracket x equal max x. Then you return the largest, where the largest value are stored. This is the first exercise for you. Suppose you track your commute times for 2 weeks, 10 days, 5 days a week. You find the following times in minutes. Enter these into R. Use the function max to find the longest commute time. Our function mean to find the average, and the function min to find the minimum. This is the first exercise. Second is oops, the 24 was a mistake. 24 value was a mistake. It should have been 18. How can you fix this? Do so and then find the new average. How many times was your commute? 20 minutes or more. I give you 10 minutes. Now is the 4 o'clock 5 minutes. I will return 4:15. Please do this exercise in your R. Any query? Any query? any problem for understanding this till now? It will be helpful or not?
Yes, sir, it will be helpful.
Okay, just do this problem within 10 minutes. Okay, I will return at 4:15. Anyone do this?
Yes, sir. I do this.
Okay. Any problem?
No, sir.
Can you present your R screen?
Yes, sir.
What is your name?
Tiyasha Cookie.
Please present. Please present. Tiyasha ma'am, please present.
Sir, I can't
Why?
Yasha,
video
present
that
the screen.
Present the screen.
Share
I
the
can't
screen.
see.
Share the screen.
Okay. Okay, Shapon Pradhan, right in chat box. Yes, you do. Okay, right. How to import data? Big data. Big data means 100 data or 1000 data like this, which is not possible to input through keyboard. How do we get data into R? Remember, we have no point and click like Excel or Minitab or SPSS like this. First, make sure your data is in an easy to read format, such as CSV format. If you download my data files, all files are in CSV format. How to get the data in R? Function is read.table. Many functions are there. One function is read.table. Within bracket, first argument within inverted comma, the path of that file. Then comma ACP separator equal to inverted within inverted comma because we do the comma separated file, and comma header equal to true means if we have the variable name in first row of Excel sheet, then type header equal to true, otherwise header equal to false. Go to R. Suppose we have a data table data file gender. Where is the gender? In just key show how to get the path of where you get the path of file. Not. Suppose we have in right click on the file. Right click on the file. Then one window appear. At end of the last there is the properties. Click the properties. Then you get the gender properties window. There is a one option location. Location. Just copy the location and copy and paste in R. Suppose type read dot table within bracket, within inverted comma, paste the path, then file name gender.csv, just all slash be double slash, just change, then at end comma acp equal to within inverted comma equal to header equal to true. First we seen the Excel file. This is the gender file Excel. In first row, there is a variable name of each column. First column variable name is gender, second is WG, third is shift, and fourth is met min. There's 4 variable names. Then just run this line. Some PRUE all are caps. Control R. Just seen there is the access that entire data file. Suppose we store this data file in R by a variable d equal to, then run and then type d, enter. This is the data. What do we want to access in R? This is a one way to access data through read.table. Next, accessing columns. D has our data in it, but you cannot see it directly. To select a column, use D $column name. Like example, D within bracket D $gender equal M. This returns the rows of D where gender is M. Remember, R is case sensitive. This code does nothing to the original dataset. Suppose we save male dataset, M dataset, M columns in a variable d.m, then write d.m equal to D within third bracket D $variable name gender equal M, gives a data set with the appropriate row. Go to R. All right. And type D $gender. Gender suppose some gender equal M. Sorry. These are only M rows where gender is M. We save this data in d.m equal to. Then type d.m, do this same thing. Sorry. Gives the data to appropriate rows. Now we want to draw histogram of a data. In that gender file, there is a second row, is the WG. Some weight gain like this. Now we want to draw histogram of that variable. How? Hist within bracket $WG. Unexpected error, that first bracket. This is the picture of histogram. All you see that there is some bars. You may increase the number of bars or number of groups according to your need. Y-axis is the frequency. X-axis, there is the variable name $WG. This is the name of the graph. By default, we write histogram of $WG. You can change the title of this x-axis name, y-axis name, and the color of the bar. How? First, go to histogram help page. These are the histogram page. Just see hist within bracket x. X means vector of values for which histogram is desired. Then second argument is breaks. What is the breaks? Breaks is one of these vector giving breakpoints between histogram cells, or a function to compute the vector of breakpoints, or a single number giving the number of cells for the histogram, or number of bars, a character string naming an algorithm to compute the number of cells, a function to compute the number of cells. All other arguments are there. These are two main important. If we want to change the color of the histogram, how? There is an option COL, one argument, color to be used to fill the bars. Many type of the color there, blue, red, yellow, many things. And these are the some examples are written in histogram documentation page. Now we will change the color. First we want to change the title of the histogram. Suppose that is write main there is the one argument main. Go to this is main X lab or Y lab. These arguments to title have useful defaults here. Main for the main title, X lab for the X axis title, Y lab is for the Y lab axis title. Type mean equal to histogram of suppose weight gain. Anything you want to write, type this within inverted comma. Just run controller, change the title of the graphics. Now we want to change the y-axis, name of the y-axis, comma x lab equal to weight gain, then control R, change the weight gain. Now we want to change the color of the histogram, color of the bar, comma COL equal to suppose blue, control R, the blue color graphs. Suppose we want to red, change the blue to red, control R. You can change this. This is a very useful, very beautiful graphics in R. Suppose you want to save these graphics in PDF or in JPG or in PS, anything. Just highlighted this page, this window, then go to File and Save As. There is the options: meta file, PostScript, PDF, JPG, or like this. You can save any format, and it can be on latex document. In writing the thesis or paper, you just include these PDF files or PS files like this in your paper or thesis. Very useful. Change this basic graphics, blue color. Many type of graphics are there. Saving graphics, already I told. Typically, we will want to save of any graphs produced by R and perhaps include them in another package. For example, in a Word document. Suppose we have produced a histogram, Hist opens a new window in R called graphic window. Already we see. Containing the graph. When this window is active, the menu options also change. To print the graph directly, use print from file menu. You can save the file in several different formats from save as. What can ready any of meta file, BMP, PNG, JPG. PostScript is suitable if you use LaTeX to write your documents. JPG is good choice if you want to include it on a web page. The different formats can vary greatly in size. You can copy and paste the graphs directly into Word by clicking on the graphics window and using Ctrl+C to copy the file. Then in Word, you can paste the image using Ctrl+V or paste from edit menu. Box plot function is the box plot. Within bracket variable name. You produce this box plot. You change the title of the box plot, title of the graph, just main Y lab like this. If you want several box plots side by side to be able to compare them, first subset data into separate variables for male and for female. Then create the box plot within bracket, first variable name, comma, second variable name, then produce this graph. Very useful for comparison purpose. You can change the title like this. So you can shifting time wise, you can draw the box plot in same graph paper for comparison purpose. Scatter plot, very easy. Suppose we have two variables and we wish to see the relationship between them. Scatter plot works very well. R code is the plot x comma y. Example for this data set, plot within bracket first one variable comma second variable. Draw this scatter picture of this scatter plot. You can change the title, change the name of the x-axis, name of the y-axis. Type also, linear is the L, or point is the P. Many types are there. Line plots. This is the scatter plot. This is the line plots. And both two graphs, two plots in same graph paper. Legend is very important in graph. This is the legend position. The legend is a function in R. Legend within bracket x comma y means x odd coordinate, y coordinate means the position of the box of legend in where names, line types. This is the legend. Suppose this graph 60 comma 45, this position is the 60, this position is the 60 y-axis and 45 in y-axis, and C is Intel comma del 2 type of line, type C1 comma 2. This is the legend setting the legend, very important. Paneling the graphs, very important. Suppose we need 4 graphs like this in one page: histogram, map menu, histogram, box plot, line plot, like this. Then there is a very important function, it's a par, PAR. Par within bracket MF row, that is C, number of row and number of column, means how many number of row, how many graphs in row and how many graphs in columns. That is the number of column and number of row. Just type par MF row C within bracket 2 comma 2, because there is a 2 cross 2, 2 in row, 2 in column. And then first histogram, then box plot, then plot, then line. You draw these graphs. In Excel, quality is like this, but in R, quality is very high. Quality is very high. Any queries or any questions? Is it helpful? Understandable what I tell last 2 hours? Any questions or any queries? If this presentation is helpful to you, then all efforts of us become successful. I think I stop here. In my presentation PPT, there are the many portions left in PowerPoint which cannot cover in this time. You can access this from that PPT, and it is maybe helpful for you. Dr. Rupak Bhattacharya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your nice presentation. I am requesting the participants to share any of the thoughts or questions with Dr. Gupta. Participants, please. Do you have any query?
If you have query in future, please email me. I write my email ID to you. in chat box. This is my official email ID.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We everyone has recorded the email ID, sir.
Okay.
So thank you very much on behalf of the organizing committee.
Okay.
A very warm thanks to Dr. Gupta for the
Okay.
nice presentation.
Okay.
And there is a feedback link given in the comment section. The participant should fill the feedback form in time. And so now I request Sri Shorojit Onkuda, the joint convener of this 1 week workshop, to say the final vote of thanks of the workshop. Sri Onkuda, please.
Thank you, Rupakda. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked hard to make this workshop a successful one. On behalf of Vijay Krishna Girls College, Howrah and organizing committee, I, Shorojit Onkura, would like to thank to our chief guest, Professor Ashish Kumar Chattopadhyay, Pro Vice Chancellor Academy, University of Calcutta, who spent his busiest time gracing the occasion. We had the opportunity to hear his thoughts, and that is definitely encouraging us in our future events. I would like to thank Professor Jadov Krishna Das, Director, IQAC University of Calcutta. Without his active cooperation and suggestion, this program would not have been possible. I would like to thank Dr. Shweta Guho, Coordinator, IQAC Vijay Krishna Girls College, Howrah, for her continuous support throughout this workshop. A special mention to our enthusiastic and venerable Principal Madam Dr. Ruma Bhattacharya being the catalyst that inspired us to do our best and stand as a pillar of power. We are privileged to have eminent research persons like Professor Bula Bhadro, Professor Maniklal Odhikari, Professor J.K. Das, Dr. Gautam Bandyopadhyay, Dr. Sushmita Chatterjee, and Dr. Arindam Gupta. I would like to thank all the research persons for their erudite lectures which have enlightened us. I would like to thank Dr. Amit Mojumdar, Department of Commerce, BKGC, for his cooperation and technical expertise, without whom this program would not have been conducted smoothly. I would like to thank all the members of R&D cell and our colleagues for their support. And last but most important, I would like to thank all the participants without whom this program would not be successful one. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shorojit. So this is the official end of the workshop with the vote of thanks of the convener. So I'm again expressing my thanks to everyone who come here and spend their 1 week to participate in this workshop. So thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Please fill up the feedback form, please.
And please fill up the feedback form. Yeah. So Shorojit, is it the official end of the workshop?
Yeah, Rupakda. Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone, again. See you soon.